Hi, folks. Welcome to Crisco's Corner. Hi, folks. Welcome back. And those of you that are new, welcome. Biden repeats misleading jobs claim in State of the Union address. Yeah, I was on a live stream with American Patriot News with several people. And if you want to check that out, go to that channel and watch the live stream where we all commented live. It was painful to sit through an hour and a half of that. I think I'm going to go for some mental health aid here a little bit, maybe some meds to get over it. Biden remarked he has created more jobs created in 2 years than any president has ever created in 4 years, which is simply not the truth. Let's just listen to some of the exchange and we'll go through the article. This is comical, absolutely comical.
The administration has cut the deficit by more than $1.7 trillion. The largest deficit reduction in America.
Now, technically, that might be true. That they reduced and paid off $1.2 trillion in debt. But they ran up 3 times that. So it's like you got a $1,000 credit card. And you have a $2,000 limit, and you pay off $500 of that credit card and bring down what you owe on the card to $500, and then you use it. Then you buy another $1,500 worth of stuff, and now you're at the cap limit of $2,000, and then turn around and say, "I paid off half of the debt." Well, you did before you ran up the card, and that's exactly what he did. Let's listen to more of this BS.
American history. Under the previous administration, the American deficit went up 4 years in a row. Because those record deficits, no president added more to the national debt in any 4 years than my predecessor. Nearly 25% of the entire national debt that took over 200 years to accumulate was added by just one administration alone, the last one. They're the facts. Check it out. Check it out.
And there's McCarthy in the background going, "It's not true. It's not true," which it's not. It's the fact of the matter is now, everybody says, "Oh, all politicians lie, John. You know, we should be used to this." They used to stretch the truth and use different words to mean different things. Now they just come right out and blatantly lie. And the fact of the matter is nobody to fact check them. Between social media and the mainstream cable news, the left and the progressives and the Democrats control 80 to 90% of it. So even if it's not true, nobody's going to call them on it. Nobody, except for maybe Fox, Newsmax, and some social media channels on here on YouTube and other sites. Nobody's going to call them on it. It's just as simple as that. Let's listen to the rest.
How did Congress respond to that debt? They did the right thing. They lifted the debt ceiling 3 times without preconditions or crisis. They paid American bills to prevent an economic disaster in the country. So tonight I'm asking the Congress to follow suit. Let's commit here tonight to the full faith and credit of the United States of America will never, ever be questioned. Some of my Republican friends.
Little fun fact, when he was vice president under Barack Obama, the credit rating of the United States actually went down. My understanding is for the first time ever, at least in 100 years. Guy's got he's got a nerve I'm glad my tooth doesn't have. Let's listen on.
Want to take the economy hostage. I get it. Unless I agree to their economic plans. All of you at home should know what those plans are. Instead of making the wealthy pay their fair share, some Republicans want Medicare and Social Security to sunset. I'm not saying it's a majority.
That's in direct response. Notice he says prior administration. That's in direct response to Donald Trump saying, "I will not cut Social Security or Medicare." He made that in Truth Social, put out his platform on many different topics. That was one of them. Now he has to respond. So instead of saying the previous president wants to cut it, this Congress wants to cut it. That way, Trump is X'd out. It's pitiful at best.
office, I'll give you a copy. I'll give you a copy of the proposal. That means Congress doesn't vote. Well, I'm glad to see you. No, I tell you, I enjoy conversion. You know, it means if Congress doesn't keep the programs the way they are, they'd go away. Other Republicans say, I'm not saying it's a majority of you. I don't even think it's even a significant, but it's being proposed by individuals. I'm not politely not naming them, but it's being proposed by some of you.
So that means the worst whack job progressive leftists, and there's a bunch of them, believe me, a lot more than a minority. Some of the crazy crap they've come up with, that means every Democrat thinks that way. It's not true anyway. This is so much crap. I do have to say, though, he was a lot more alert than he normally is. So whatever they're using on him or doing to him, maybe they should continue it. Let's listen on.
Look, folks, the idea is that we're not going to be moved into being threatened to default on the debt if we don't respond. Folks,
let's read on. This is out of control. 2 years ago, economy was reeling. Yeah, because what you and your Democrat governors and mayors and you push them to do, to lock down everything. Put our kids behind 2 or 3 years in school, cause them all kinds of mental anguish. People not seeing loved ones. It was unnecessary. Yeah, some isolation on people that are susceptible to it, i.e. the elderly or people with pre-existing conditions, absolutely. Created 12 million new jobs. Well, you destroyed a bunch of jobs. You destroyed a whole bunch of jobs. And then when they eventually come back on their own, believe me, you're doing, you take credit for them? That's insane. It's like burning down a house and then building a new one as a contractor and say, I just built a new house. Well, no, you burnt the old one down. It doesn't count. We've already created 800 good-paying manufacturing jobs. That's almost 1 million. That's a lie. That's a lie. The fastest growth in 40 years. Where is it written that America can't lead the world in manufacturing again? Well, look in the mirror, President Biden. All those years in the Senate, those 8 years as vice president, and now 2 years as president, you're the one that shipped these jobs off. Trump's the one that redid NAFTA. Did you do that? No. In fact, 3 major auto companies have built new factories in Mexico. They wouldn't have been there if Trump was still president. Byron later added that he created 800,000 manufacturing jobs even before the Bipartisan Chips and Science Act. That's a lie. However, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, which are true black and white numbers and facts, the economy under Biden has actually added 2.7 million overall jobs. And I bet you double of that was destroyed because of the COVID lockdowns. The other roughly 9 million jobs have been lost during the COVID-19 pandemic when the economy was forced to shut down. Yeah, 9 million lost. And he added 2.7. My understanding, they estimate between 5 and 6 million adult Americans had just completely stopped looking for work. They'll collect any benefits and just stop looking for work. So when he says the unemployment rate is the lowest it's been in a long time at 3.4%, that's not really true. It's not counting the millions that have stopped looking for work, that have stopped receiving unemployment benefits as well. And rather than 800 manufacturing jobs, the economy has really created just 214,000 manufacturing jobs since Biden took office, according to his own Bureau of Labor Statistics. The speech marked the second State of the Union address that Biden has delivered since taking office in January 2021. It is the first such speech it has given since Republicans won back control of the House. And there you have it. And I sat through the whole hour and a half of it. I may never mentally recover. Until next time, goodbye and good luck.